Welcome to this edition of the Forum. I'm your host, Sheila Evans. Here on the Forum, we highlight interesting and important achievements, programs, and events within our school system and community. Today's show is no exception. Things get underway with Eimer Smith. She is the Child Nutrition Director and will share all the details on this year's summer food service program, which feeds children under 18 for free all summer long. Then we meet with Leslie Dill and Morgan McKnight, agents with the New Hanover County 4-H. They will tell us about 3 distinct summer camps being offered this summer and how you can get involved. And finally, Dana McCoy, Director of Community Enrichment with Cape Fear Community College, stops in the studio. Cape Fear Community College is also offering summer camps this year, and she will give us all the details. It's another great edition of the Forum, so stick around. We'll be right back with our guests after this short break.
Get a job.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I don't see it.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
I can listen.
I can cook.
Good. I can coach.
Kids with something to do are less likely to do drugs.
I can drive.
I can paint.
I can dance.
A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference.
I can read.
I can help.
You can help. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-313 to find out about community drug prevention programs.
I can keep a kid off drugs.
I'm joined by Eimer Smith. She is the Director of the Child Nutrition Department, and we're here today to talk about the Summer Food Service Program. So tell us, how's all this started?
Well, this all started, we know that kids they're still hungry in the summertime, and hunger never ends. So we've been doing this over 30 years of summer food service, but every year it gets larger and larger, and this year we have several different new sites. We're excited to have some of our sites that have come back every year. We have several schools that are going to be a part of this. But it's a USDA funded program. It's a federal program that we apply for. And it's a wonderful program that the federal government allows us to do.
So they're taking care of the bill, so to speak.
Correct.
It's not coming out of any county funds or state funds.
No funds at all. Yes.
Nice.
So it's a wonderful opportunity for families and children to take advantage of.
Gotcha. So how many sites will there be?
Well, this summer we're going to have 26 open sites, and we're going to have those scattered throughout New Hanover County. We have all the way from Carolina Beach all the way to the Wrightsboro, Castle Hayne area. So there's a great opportunity for parents to, no matter where they are, I mean, traveling down South College Road, there are sites, Market Street. If they're in town, going downtown, there's several sites downtown in that area. So there's opportunity everywhere in New Hanover County.
So you're pretty pleased with the map?
I am.
Regardless of where you live, you should be able to get to
Correct.
one pretty easily?
Yeah, and actually I worked with a student from UNCW, a
Nice.
sociology student, that helped me find some new sites that we were not targeting, and we were able to get those sites approved, and we're just very pleased this summer. So we hope that parents will take advantage of it, and camps and groups that can come to our different summer food service sites.
So do you have more sites this year than you did last year, or just some different ones?
Just some different ones.
Okay.
We might have 1 or 2 more than last year, but just some different ones. We've added a few new churches on board with our summer food service that they actually will have programs available for children. And
Gotcha.
a lot of the sites will have some type of educational program or activity. I'm really encouraging sites to kind of incorporate that while we're feeding the children.
Okay. So if students aren't lucky enough to be part of some structured summer program, they still have the opportunity to maybe walk to a nearby school or something like that?
They do, and you know, even camps can come if they just got to kind of give us a notice, if, you know, if they have a large group.
Right.
But yes, any child can come. It's at no cost. We will take children under the age of 18,
Okay.
18 years old and younger. So there's no identification, no proof that you are a New Hanover County student. We just want families to come and take
Sure.
this great opportunity that we have here in New Hanover County.
Gotcha. So what is mealtime?
Mealtime, you know, most of our sites will open up for anywhere between 10:45 and 12:30. So we're doing a great, you know, just amount of time. You know, we're thinking about what's happening in that area with children, and we're trying to correlate it with just what we think, what we've seen in the past when a good serving time will be. But it's usually during lunchtime.
Okay. And what kind of menu might we expect to see?
Well, we've got some yummy, delicious food items. So we're going to have the kids' favorites, hot dog. We're going to have Chick-fil-A sandwiches or chicken sandwiches. We're going to have spaghetti. We're going to have corn dogs. I know kids love the mini corn puppies. We're going to have fresh salads. We're going to have fresh fruit. We're actually partnering with some farmers, and we're actually going to have some locally North Carolina produce available.
Nice.
So we're trying to make it a variety, but also the kids' favorites.
Now, will there be sites that aren't able to have a warm meal, maybe a bagged lunch instead, or how does that work?
Yeah, the only site that we are going to probably do like a cold bag lunch is at Rural Palms. It's a mobile home park off Carolina Beach Road, and they feed actually outside underneath the shelter next to their pool. So that will probably be where we'll have bag lunches available.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and you know, just meeting all the community partners and also the community parents. It's a great way for all of us to come together and just know that we care about the children, and we want the community to know that that we're there to help families.
Okay. Where can folks find out more information about the sites, the times specifically?
Yes, please pay attention. I want parents to know to please pay attention to the sites, the times, the dates are very important because we operate June 26th through August 11th.
Okay.
We do have a few sites closing July 14th. Just because there are a few schools having some major maintenance things going on that we're not able to stay open. But I definitely want the parents to go to New Hanover County website. It's going to be on the front home page, or they can go to the Child Nutrition website too, and there'll be a flyer there with information. We're going to try to post them at all the schools. We're going to ask that they at least have them somewhere in the office for parents to see and some flyers to hand out.
Right. I see your sign here.
Yes, we're going to have signs.
That.
We will have these. I'm going to try to have these out right before school ends, so at least the parents will know before school ends that their school will have a summer program for
that's
feeding.
a good idea.
And we'll have the dates on it, and they're bright and colorful, and it just says free summer meals. And I will ask, I'm going to try to get them up at my community sites too, just so parents are, you know, as they're driving by, oh yeah, I see that sign, and so they can get familiar with the sign, knowing that we're going to have some meals available for the children.
How do you like the fact that you're working with some local farmers like that, farm to table kind of thing?
Yes, it's exciting because I know that you know, we're helping North Carolina out. Plus, I know that, you know, this produce, we're educating the students too. Usually
That's what I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, we're letting them know who the farmers are, you know, where do they live, and actually, you know, it's kind of neat because we can get teachers, as we're doing it through the school year, we can see a map of North Carolina and kind of get them to see visually where the county is that this produce is coming from and the farmers. And usually our information will give a little bit of history about the farmer and their families and, you know, what else do they produce. So
cool.
we're happy to, USDA allows us to get that connection with the farmers, and also UNCW, they have a great program that helps us connect with farmers, and we're able to get that out to families
A
and
lot
children.
of corroboration for a great program.
It is,
Good.
and we're here to help the families.
Very good. Well, thank you, Eimer, for sharing with us. And we'll be back in a few minutes right after these messages.
The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw?
Who was president? The years 1989 to 1993. As a Navy pilot, he won the Distinguished Flying Cross. During his administration, the Cold War ended. He sent troops to invade Iraq. If you guessed George Bush, you're right. He was the 41st President of the United States. This presidential pop quiz has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools on the Learning Network, Time Warner Cable Channel 5.
I am joined by Leslie Dill to my close left and Morgan McKnight to my far left. Leslie is the 4-H agent here in New Hanover County.
Yes, ma'am.
And Morgan is the Family and Consumer Science agent. We're here to talk about summer camps. First of all, though, Leslie, tell us what 4-H is.
4-H is a youth development program that is organized through our nation's Cooperative Extension Service. And so in North Carolina, our land-grant universities are NC-A&T and NC State University. So 4-H takes research-based information from those universities to the kids in our local area. And 4-Hers learn citizenship and leadership, life skills through these hands-on activities that we do in our community.
Okay, and so we've been talking about summer camps, and I know you have a science camp. What's in store for students that are interested in that?
So our science camp is something that we have every summer here at the Arboretum, and this year our focus is going to be all about agriculture. So we'll do a lot of hands-on activities at the Arboretum where the kids will get to see our veggie garden and our herb garden, plant some vegetables themselves, and but also get out into the community to see what agriculture we have here in New Hanover County. So we'll get to visit 1 or 2 of our local farmers markets and visit some farmers too to see what we have in our area.
That's pretty cool, so they can see that, you know, table, what's it called? Farm to table?
Farm to table.
Farm to table
Yeah.
at work. Cool. And then Morgan, I'm going to turn to you. There's a yoga retreat.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're excited about this. It's our first year actually doing this yoga retreat. It's an overnight retreat for middle school, rising middle school grades for girls. And a lot of the programs that I do align with healthy living, and a lot of the county goals align with healthy living. And that's kind of our goal with this camp, is to really help middle school girls to feel good about themselves in a healthy way. And so what we want to do is we want to bring the girls in, and we thought yoga is a fun way to do it. We can get them involved in some physical activity, but also really learning about their bodies and kind of body image awareness, healthy eating. So we'll have them help us make their dinner, make their breakfast, really get them involved in a healthy lifestyle.
And where will this take place?
It's also at the Arboretum, and so we'll be doing some yoga out in the gardens. We'll hopefully do some sunset yoga and sunrise yoga or sunrise Pilates, and so kind of getting some nice views, yeah, at the same time as getting some exercise. So we're really excited.
So rising 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Yes, ma'am.
How many students can you take?
The minimum is 8 and the max is 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a cost attached to that?
There is. I believe the cost is $75, and so we'll have them come in on Friday night, and it'll go through Saturday at noon, and so it's going to be a lot of fun.
What else will they expect to do besides the yoga and some cooking?
We're trying to really have a focus on, like I said, kind of understanding their bodies and what that means at this age. We've been looking at a lot of research to kind of see the differences in the trends with overweight and obesity at that age, but also with eating disorders at that age. And the numbers on both ends really are just shocking. And it's a huge issue, and it's really something that we want to help them to understand kind of how to focus on themselves and let this be their own journey and not a journey of comparison and kind of looking at others to get their body image. So
very good. And then Leslie, I know there's an overnight camp, a week long. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite weeks.
Do you go?
Of the year. I go. I take the kids that sign up from New Hanover County to the Betsy Jeff Penn 4-H Center in Reidsville, North Carolina. And we go up for a week, Sunday through Friday, and the kids get to participate in your traditional camp experiences like horseback riding, and they get to canoe on Lake Hazel and swim in the lake. They also have a really nice swimming facility, so they get to swim, arts and crafts, campfire, camp songs, flag rising, all of the awesome things that you get to do at camp. So the camp facilities, the kids get to stay in cabins with in bunk beds with really awesome counselors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a great week.
So do you take a white van and drive them up?
Yep. Okay. We take a big white county van. We all ride up together with our luggage packed in, and yeah, it's fun. It's about a 4.5 hour drive.
Okay. How many students do you take?
We only take 8 to 10 so that we can all fit in the van together.
Gotcha. Nice long ride. Good
bonding
time. Can be entertaining.
Yeah.
How do you register for any of these camps?
So for any of the camps, people can either call the extension office at the Arboretum, or they can get on our website and download the registration form to send in to us.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
And do you have to be a member of 4-H to go to any of these things?
You don't. So to be a member of 4-H is free. You can just fill out an enrollment form, but our camps are open to anybody in the county.
Okay. What opportunities do you have for the kids year-round, like during the school year?
So kids can be involved in 4-H in a variety of ways. We have about 15 clubs in our county that meet year-round that kids can become a member of. We also have school programs like our embryology in the classroom for second graders is a popular program that we have. And then we also have our summer camps.
Okay, good, very good. Well, Leslie and Morgan, thanks for sharing the information. Hopefully some folks will reach out to you. We'll be back in a few minutes, right after these messages.
This log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the big black ones. I like the brown wiggly ones.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Get out and explore nature. There's surprises everywhere. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Anyone up for dessert?
For more simple ways to fight the flu, visit www.flu.gov.
I'm joined by Dana McCoy. She's the Director of Community Enrichment for Cape Fear Community College in the Division of Continuing Education. And Dana, we're here today to talk about summer camps.
Yes.
Tell us what's going on.
Well, we're very excited about summer camps. We have a fantastic lineup this year, a lot of diversity in our topics, and we're going to serve a lot of age groups, and we're very excited to talk to folks about that.
So tell us about some of the types.
Well, we have, let me see if I can remember them all. We have 8 different camps. We have a scuba camp. We have a fine arts camp. We have a culinary arts camp.
Nice.
We have a performing arts camp, sewing, quilting, wood turning, and there's one more that I'm forgetting, chemical technology.
Excellent. Wow, quilting? What's the age group for that?
Quilting is for either ages 8 to 10 or 11 to 13.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool.
Is anything new this year?
Absolutely. We've got 3 new camps this year we're very excited about. So the first one is the chemical technology, which is where it's going to be a group that monitors the conditions of the river and takes water samples, but also in the meantime discovers an environmental crime and has to solve that crime. So they're going to work as a group with all of their lab skills to solve whatever crime they discover.
Gotcha.
And they'll get a lot of hands-on in the lab and mobile lab equipment down at the river in our chemical technology department at Cape Fear's downtown campus. So that's going to be a great experience for them. And that's been a pretty popular camp so far.
Oh, good.
The other new one, one of the other new ones is our performing arts camp. That one's really exciting. So it's called Find Your Way in the Performing Arts, and we're partnering with a local theater company who's very young, vibrant theater company, very interested in working with young people. And it's a 4-day, all-day camp, and on the last day of camp, the group will perform for their family and friends at the Wilson Center, which is our wonderful facility downtown. So they'll be performing in the same place that Broadway companies have recently performed.
Right. That's cool.
And then the third one is our new wood turning camp, and that is...
What does that mean?
Wood turning is where you take a block of wood and work with a lathe to craft something out of wood, turning it and not carving or woodworking, but turning. So they're going to be working with the Wilmington Area Woodturners Association, a great group that also teaches, they teach our adult classes as well. And they're fabulous. And so kids will get to pick a project and work on that project, whether it's making a pen, a top, a holiday ornament, whatever they want to do.
Very cool. So they'll leave with something concrete.
They will definitely leave with
something. Are most of these camps half days? I know you said the performing arts was a full day.
Yes, some of them are full, some of them are half, and some you can pick a morning camp and an afternoon camp if you want a full day option. So performing arts, chemical technology, they're both full day camps, and the sewing and quilting are a pair, so you could do one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Culinary and fine arts are a pair, you can do one in the morning and the afternoon. And then scuba and wood turning are standalone camps.
And is scuba literally like scuba diving?
It is.
Okay.
They'll be discovering...
I was afraid to ask that question.
They'll be discovering scuba in a very safe environment in a pool, at the Robert Strange Pool on 10th Street. So they work with our partners Blackbeard Scuba to learn all about scuba, and along the way they get to discuss scientific concepts and learn how to different search patterns. It's going to be a lot of fun for them.
Interesting. So I would assume these all start at the same time if you're able to do one in the morning and one in the afternoon. What time does the day start?
The morning camps are usually 8 to noon, or all 8 to noon, and the afternoon camps are 1 to 5, but we keep kids during the lunch hour so they can have an all-day camp experience. The all-day camps go 8 to 5, except for theater goes a little bit longer on that last day because of the performance.
Gotcha. How about the age groups that you serve?
So we have 5 camps for 8 to 10-year-olds. We have those 5 camps also for 11 to 13-year-olds, in addition to the full-day camps, chemical technology and the performing arts. And then the wood turning camp goes from 10 to 15.
Okay, cool. So something for everybody practically.
Yep.
So how do you sign up for the summer camps?
It's really easy to do. All you have to do is go to our website, which is cfcc.edu/summercamp.
That's pretty easy.
No S on the end, and there's everything you need to know, because it is a lot of information. You can download a very specific flyer about each camp, but there's also a registration packet that you download, and you can either mail it in or you can drop it by our offices downtown.
Okay. Price range for some of these classes?
Price range starts at $100 up to $275. So we try to keep it really reasonable. We kind of look at what the market is and try to stay on the lower end of that market as part of our mission to serve the public. So all of our week-long camps are $275, which is a pretty good value, I think.
True. Yeah. So if you could pick one summer camp to attend, what would you pick?
I couldn't pick just one. I think for me, I've been thinking about this. I definitely would have liked scuba, but I think I'm a really hands-on person, so I probably would have done sewing and quilting because I was always, kind of making something for my room growing up. But I also think I would have liked the performing arts camp, because one thing I didn't mention is you don't have to be the person that's on stage in the limelight. There's also a track to that camp where you can be behind the scenes learning, staging and lighting and makeup and all that behind the scenes good stuff. So I probably would have really liked that one.
I would think that would be an amazing opportunity.
Yes.
That you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to be on that stage one way or another.
Yes. And you're working in a group to do a production, so at the end of the week you can really feel good about that teamwork.
And they probably would have kicked me out of sewing and quilting. They'd be like, can you not do this in a straight line?
Right.
What other exciting classes do you have coming on?
We have lots of adult classes as well.
Okay.
A couple this summer that I'm excited about, we're offering a drones class, so you can learn how to fly a drone. Yes, it's a very popular and emerging technology that changes all the time. So we have a fabulous instructor for that,
great.
who knows his drones, and so you'll learn not only how to fly a drone, but you'll get that hands-on flying time, and you'll learn what to do and what not to do so that you're not breaking any laws, and that you're flying your drone very safely. And we have another fun class. It's called Wooden Half Model Making, and it is our we have a master boat builder on our staff, Mark Bain, and he'll be teaching that on a much smaller scale. So you'll be making a half model of a boat instead of a full-size boat. So you get the same kind of technique and skill, but that's always a very popular class for people who like boats.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so once again, to register, they go on to cfcc.edu/summercamp, no S, and everything they need to know is there.
Everything you need to know is right there.
Dana, thanks so much.
You're
Interesting
so
stuff
welcome.
going on. That's
Thank you
good
so much
to know
for
about.
having us.
We'll be back in a few minutes, right after these messages.
Dorothy Parker is known for her disenchanted stories in which she revealed her underlying pessimism. A poet, critic, and short story writer, Parker is famous for her flashing verbal exchanges and malicious wit. A member of the famous intellectual circle, the Algonquin Round Table, Parker is considered one of the most influential women writers of her time. This background in literature has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
We hope you've enjoyed our program today. To learn more about the New Hanover County 4-H summer camps, you can call 798-7660. And to find out more about Cape Fear Community College's summer camps, visit their website at cfcc.edu/summercamp or call 362-7199. And if you ever have any questions about the topics we discussed here on the show today, please call the School System's Public Relations Office at 254-4180 or check out the school system's website at www.nhcs.net. I'm Sheila Evans. Thanks for joining me today.